What's going on, world? Coming at you guys again. We got another quick video. The Perfect Man. Let's talk about it. So recently I watched a video clip with Larry Wheels and Clavicular talking about he felt as though it would be acceptable if he had a daughter for her to pursue a man who was capable of cheating on her. And I understand that, nobody's perfect. But if you're a woman and you're looking for a male, these are my top 6 characters and values that I think that you should be looking for when it comes to finding the perfect man. First off, he has to be physically strong, right? He has to be mentally strong. He has to be driven, have purpose, and he has to be creative, right? Outside of that, he has to have a relationship with God, and he has to be familiar with the teachings of Jesus Christ. These are probably my top 5, top 6 characteristic values in which a top 1% male will have. If he has all of these factors, that's probably as close as you're going to get to perfection when it comes to pursuing a relationship with a man. Physical strength is an utmost necessity in order for him to defend himself, to defend you, to defend the children that you guys have together, to defend the environment in which you have, collected and created. He has to be mentally strong. He has to be able to endure specific situations, regardless of how stressful it is, when times are tight, when times are low, et cetera, et cetera. Especially with kids, he has to be driven. He has to have purpose, right? He has to always be willing to get up out the bed every day to go after it, to have the courage and the bravery to face down what's unknown and to be able to facilitate courage and to move forward, right? He also has to be creative. Creativity or abstract thinking is monumental when you no longer have the capacity to be physically strong because you've gotten older or injured, right? When you don't have the necessary experience or knowledge to facilitate or negotiate a specific situation, you have to find abstract ways of thought to try to facilitate some type of successful transition or overcoming of a specific situation, right? The relationship with God is based upon your actions having reflection and being judged to know that, when you are out here making choices, that God will look at your choices and be happy and proud of your choices, to know that you are doing the best that you possibly can, and all your actions are done based off of the premise that it should bring honor and not shame back into the house. And being familiar with the teachings of Jesus Christ keeps you as a humble and, a reasonable individual whom has the capacity to be stern, yet also at the same time has to be empathetic and sympathetic to another's plight and situation, because, again, nobody's perfect. These are my top 6 if you're a woman looking for a top tier, top 1% man. The reality of the situation is nobody's perfect, but, the pursuit and path to perfection is what we should all be trying to accomplish and trying to achieve.